Hi, moms and dad. Is mealtime turning into a daily battle with your little one? Do you feel like you're constantly chasing them to have one more spoon or begging them to have one more bite? In today's video, we'll talk about how to make mealtime stress free and enjoyable for both kid and parent. So, let's first understand why our kids refuse food. So, why do our kids become a fuzzy eater? The first reason would be they're not really hungry. So, sometimes frequent snacking between the meals will reduce their appetite. Hence, they will not be ready for the meal. So, ensure that they're not snacking between their mealtime. So, second one, kids love independence. So, they wanted to test their control. So, hence, they love saying no. They wanted to know how far they can push their boundaries. So, that is the reason they are telling no. Third would be some kids are naturally very selective because they have the sensitivity to the texture or the taste. And fourth reason is the mealtime stress. It feels like the mealtime is really stressful for the kid and they really don't want to have their meals. So these might be the reasons. Now let's see what are the practical ways to make the mealtime stress free. The first one is follow a proper schedule. Like how there is a proper schedule for wake up time and bedtime and everything. Make sure that you have a proper schedule for mealtime as well. That there should be a routine like when they should have the snacks and the mealtime, and everybody in the family has to follow this. And this will help the kid to know when to expect their food. So if you're giving them snacks at 11 a.m. and then it's 1:30 or 1 p.m. for the lunch only. They're not supposed to snack in between, or 4 p.m. for a small snacks and 7 p.m. for a dinner time. So make sure that there's a proper routine and you stick to it. Second one is making fun out of food. So instead of giving them the same food like dosa, instead of giving the round dosa, try some variety like make some ABCD dosa, a number dosa, or a car dosa. So try giving them different varieties. Make it very fun because when you make it very fun, they will be very much interested to have it. Third one is let them help you. So kids love eating what they make. So involve them also. If it is very small kid, involve them in choosing the vegetable from the refrigerator, helping you wash it, and even stirring the ingredients. Or if it's a bigger kid, even seek their help for cutting the vegetables. So when you involve them, when you're able to involve them, that will make them to know more about food. They get more connected, and that will also make their connection to the food more interesting, and they really would love to eat what they have actually prepared. Fourth one is avoid force feeding. Pressuring kids to have more food will make them more resistant towards food. So don't put more pressure on them. It is only this much, whatever they need, let them decide on the quantity, let them have. Check with them again, and after half an hour or 1 hour, give them the same remaining food or something. So which will make them decide on what quantity they have to have. And also when you don't force them, there is no stress on them. When you have stress on doing something, do you feel like you really love to do it? No. So make sure you're not pressurizing them so much. And some parents use threat also, like if you don't eat, I'll call papa or call grandfather. Don't use, we use elders and somebody, right? So through when you create a thread when feeding them or giving them meal, they will not really get connected. It is because of the fear they eat. So that is not we want. We want them to have a lifelong connection with the food, right? Don't use force, pressure, threat while giving them meals. So that will not really help them to get connected with the food. Introduce varieties slowly. Don't introduce all varieties of food in one day or in 1 week. So introduce it very slowly. So for example, in 1 week, if you're going to get introduced to a new vegetable, introduce it one day and see if the child is refusing it. For example, if you're introducing broccoli this week, so if he's refusing, it is not that he doesn't like broccoli. Maybe today he doesn't want to give it a try. So tomorrow, give it in a different way. Make it a soup or introduce it, make it a cutlet. So try different varieties. Just don't just stop it when the kid starts refusing it. Try it different way. Maybe not this week, next week. So most parents, what they do, they only give potatoes because that is what they like. No, kids doesn't. They are not very choosy. It is how we take efforts to make them get used to the food. So if they don't like it this way, make it in a different way. Or even like beetroot or spinach, if they don't feel like having it as a sabji, make sure that you grind it and put it in the dosa batter. Give it like a green dosa or pink dosa or orange dosa. So these are small ways how you can include veggies in their diet. The most important one is be a role model. When they see you enjoying the healthy food or enjoying the food really, you love the food you eat and you say how good it is, how yummy it is, and you're enjoying when the kid is seeing you're having this, and that will actually motivate them. That will feel like even if they wanted to try it, they wanted to taste it. So be a role model. And if they say no, just sit next to them. You just have it in a bowl and see, and they will come and have 2 spoons with you. Tomorrow the same thing. Let's share and eat together. Third day, fourth day, like that, small small changes. So we have to be a role model. When you don't eat veggies and you force your child to have veggies, they will not really have it. So the main thing is minimize distraction. I would say no distractions during mealtime, no phones, no screens, nothing, and especially not only for kids, for everybody in the family. It is a family bonding time. Make sure that at least you have one meal a day where you all family members sit together, talk about your day, how was it, and enjoy it. And that will make kid more connected to the food, and they will really love to have that good time. So instead of food, they just want to sit with you, talk with you, have fun with you, and enjoy that meal. So that is very very important. So no distractions. Don't feed them giving screens, which is very very bad. Even after trying all these ways, your child is still not eating or is losing weight or is not putting on weight, please do consult pediatrician to understand if there is any underlying issue or is there anything else that he or she is going through. So the goal as a parent for us is to not make them eat the food, but instead make them build a good relationship with the food lifelong. Be patient, keep experimenting, and trust that they will learn to eat at their own pace. If you find this video helpful, please do consider subscribing to the channel, liking it, and sharing to all your friends. See you in the next video.